And welcome back. Fun Friday is what we're having. The eighth annual Soca Madness is right upon us. Actually, it's kicking off tomorrow, and you know how it is when it comes to Soca Madness. Flavaz Entertainment. Andai is here with us. Andai Panton. She is, of course, from Flavaz Entertainment. In the middle there, loving the lipstick and the hair. That's none other than Jahnecia Marsden. She represents Soca Moca. And my girl, freshly back from New York, baby. That's Shadene Ottley. And Shadene is from Fantasy Carnival, Belize Marsden. Ladies, you're looking beautiful. It's a fun Friday. Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
And that's you're at it again. Like
we are.
Flavaz Entertainment, you guys are back with the 8th annual Soca Madness.
Yes.
Jump on into it. Tell me about it. Soca Madness.
Soca Madness is actually the first Flavaz Entertainment event that we ever did. It's a dance competition that involves the senior Carnival bands, and they compete in a 3-round competition. They win prizes, and they also sell tickets to help them raise funds for the Carnival Road March. So it's a really high energy event. You know, the bands always bring their A game. You know, it's really interesting to see the dance moves on stage, the creativity in the costume and the energy. It's kind of like a preview of what Carnival is going to be. Yeah.
And they look forward to it.
Oh,
I mean,
yes. It's been an amazing event. It's probably one of my favorite events because it's so high energy.
now here's the thing. I think, you know, as you pointed out, it was your first major event, and it was a combination of entertainment, competition, but also fundraising.
Yes.
And the Carnival bands really worked towards this particular showcase and competition, so much so that they create separate costumes, separate themes for the show. Tell us about that. Well, from the organizer standpoint, and then we'll have from the Carnival band, right?
Yeah, you know, well, Carnival is all about costume and energy.
Yeah.
So all the dance rounds kind of portray that, you know, we're always looking at the energy of the bands, and to have them create a costume specifically for a Soca Madness, it's really amazing. I think it's a little different, you know, straying away from, you know, all the costumes that you have to create for your road march and the theme that you have there. You're able to also do some other theme for Soca Madness and show a different side as well. So it's the costume round is always pretty amazing. You know, I'm always amazed at, you know, the way that the bands come out and they really go all out for that.
Ladies, tell us about the preparation for Soca Madness. One of the main questions I have: how do you choose who will go on stage? Because when somebody gets on stage and they're responsible for hyping up that crowd more than the one before, that's a challenge. Tell us about it. Whoever wants to jump in first.
Let's go, G. You're in the middle.
The preparation or the selection of who will be represented. Well, of course, my band. Basically, we look at like the past year, like the dancing skill of different members that are coming, and it depends on who stands out. That's how we select whoever will be competing in the competition. Last year, my sister and I competed, and it was for the first time, and we placed second. So we decided to do it again, you know, like when it
you don't get your feet wet, so now you know what to
so
expect.
we have a foot in there, so we know exactly, you know. So this year is just gonna be like an addition to what happened last year.
All right, the competition talk start already. Go ahead. Let's hear what you say.
Well, from my group, we usually like pick people who is willingly to go up or who wants to go up. Well, my cousin and I won last year, so this year we decided to go defeat our title.
You know, I love the energy.
All right, so okay. This is first and second place here, so we'll give you the chance to do all the building up of the energy. Now, why, you know, when I think of Carnival bands, especially on Carnival Day, we really see the end result of what is months and months and months of labor. What does Soca Madness offer to the Carnival bands that perhaps wasn't available before?
Yeah, it's really an opportunity to bring attention to the fact that we've been preparing for Carnival, for months. Like you said, it's the end result. It's an opportunity to showcase what's coming. And even maybe get members to join, because people come out and they have a great time and they see the dancers, they see all the energy, and like, oh my gosh, I want to dance in Carnival. So that's why we did it, and that's why we also added the Soca season launch in June, because we've been working with the Carnival bands for quite some years now.
Yeah.
And, seeing them prepare for months and months and months, we just felt that it's necessary for people to know that this is happening. Carnival is not just September. It starts from June or even earlier for some bands.
Yeah.
So we just
and the fundraising opportunities are important.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, some bands are able to get sponsors. Some bands, their sponsorship might not be as high. So to be able to raise funds at both these events to help with that is a big deal. So when you buy tickets for Soca Madness, you make sure that you buy it from your favorite Carnival band, so that they get a percentage of the gross sales, right? So that's very important as well.
Jumping back to Jahnecia and to Shadene, we know for a fact that this is a very this venture is very expensive, and a lot of people would say, you know what, I stop. I am not going out there to get that money. Nobody is giving us that money. What drives you every year to be a part of Carnival, especially having to deal with an entire band, sometimes 50, sometimes 100 people? Anybody? Jay, you jump in. What drives you to that? What makes you want to be a part of this?
I love dancing, so I feel like that is what makes me into it.
So you make sure you look forward to it. And for you, Shadene?
What drives me, to be honest, is just the enjoyment and just being able to see people enjoying themselves to the fullest. I mean, Carnival, Soca, to me, it's life. So like every time Carnival is done with, I was like, not again next year, but as soon as you hear that song come on and foot start shaking, we in again. So it's just the enjoyment, that's from a band leader perspective. It's just the enjoyment and being able to see people enjoy themselves. That's what life is all about.
Now, we were talking during the break, and when the people in Grace mentioned preparing for Expo already, I realized, whoa, September is so close. This is it. This is the end of July.
Yeah.
Let me hear from you guys how the preparations are going for the Road March. How's it going for Soca Moca, and how's it going for Fantasy?
For Fantasy, I've been away, but I have a full team who has been working since the start of the year. For every band, sponsorship is a struggle. Yeah. It's very hard to seek sponsorship, everybody only want, like Andai say, everybody just believe that Carnival is just September. Carnival is, the minute Carnival wraps up in September of last year, Carnival starts again, the preparation, if you decide to do it again. But in terms of preparation, we are far along, and I'm just here to do the finishing touch, like for this competition, some people might say like, oh, this just takes away the attention of what you have to do with, for the Carnival Road March. But I mean, at the end of the day, we know what we gain, win, lose, or draw. So at the end of the day, if we win, we get cash so we can put it back into the group. If we lose, I mean, at the end of the day, we probably have like 3, 4, 5 people coming in next day because they probably saw something that they like, whether it's the costume, whether it's the dancing, whatever. But we're far along. It's been a difficult year because the sponsorship is slow in coming, but we are trying.
Yeah. And for Soca Moca?
Well, I think my band leader is already halfway. I can't see, but I think she's already halfway.
With costumes? Yeah. And recruitment and stuff like that, that's still going well?
This year, it's overpopulated.
Really?
Wow.
Every Sunday at our practices, like none of our own members come. It's no new members, no new members.
Wow. So how many people in your band right now, Soca Moca?
I could say about 150 or 175.
175 people.
Yeah. New members.
Members.
Yes, and then we still not count the old members as yet.
And for your group, Shadene?
Right now, well, I'm not gonna lie. Right now, because of the whole the mentality of people that Carnival is just in September. It's always in August. Then you see the
rush
load of people. But roughly, we are at 70 members. We are expected to have 100.
Yeah.
So by the time August wraps up, we should be there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
Now, distinguishing yourself in any carnival event is important, whether it's pageant, whether it's Soca Madness, and of course on the road march itself. Tell me about the process of coming up with your ideas as to how you want to be represented on stage. In other words, I could see 5-6 persons get on stage and dance back to back and try to hype up a crowd. But what will make your dancers look different and be, you know that the fantasy, you know that the Soca Moca?
First.
I love that.
Show it out.
Is it how you dance? Is it the way you hype up the crowd? Is it the type of costume? What do you think makes you stand out when you get on stage and
From my
anything?
perspective, I think it's everything you said from our group. We come with the creativity, we come with the energy, we come with the synchronization, we come with everything. And a lot of our group, like I'm one of the choreographer, and me, I like do all kind of antics. So I think that's what most people expect from my group.
Yeah. And for you, Shad?
For fantasy, everybody know us for our choreographed dances. Very energetic, high energy. Last year, after we came off for round 2 and we went to the bathroom, they said, "Ma'am, what did you guys just up there?" I said, "My God, I can't even expect." She was so I was like, oh, and it was just because I like it because we have been from the get-go when fantasy started out. We just went all choreographed dances, even though you might have some members coming in, "Miss, I can't get the step and whatever," but by the end of the carnival season down to road march, some people are there, but that's what set us aside. We come with the dance moves.
How important is choreography?
I don't.
For Carnival, at least.
Not for Carnival, we're talking Soca Madness. Okay, you could get on stage and you could splits and you could really do some great whining and whatnot. But what do you put more focus on?
For Madness, yeah.
From the
For Madness.
Yeah.
The energy at the end of the day, that gyrating, that is just an extra. Like when I'm on stage, you're gonna see foot stamping, hands waving, and the waist gonna be moving. But at the end of the day, it's just the energy. Yeah. When we was practicing last night, Shadene, why you keep stamping and Listen, the thing is called Soca Madness. It's not just dance, move, and all of that. But at the end of the day, some people come to see, let me see what fantasy have up for this year, But put all of that aside, it's just the energy.
Yeah.
All right.
The same, okay. Andai, sorry, tell us from your end.
Yeah. I mean,
that is part of what the judges judge for, right?
Definitely. They judge creativity. They judge dance moves. And there's one specific round where they judge choreography. In the 3rd round, we really judge energy level even more because you've been dancing for 3 rounds. And part of the Carnival Road March is stamina, right? You can't pop down halfway through the road march. So we judged that in our last round. We put a lot of emphasis on energy. So it's really amazing to see, all these groups go through 3 rounds of competition and still be high energy at the end. So from start to finish, it's just high energy. Everybody has an amazing time.
Flavaz Flavaz, what you guys, I'm sure you do after each competition or after each show is actually to hear from the fans that, this is how we feel and this is what we're looking for. From the fans, from a fan perspective, what do they look forward to the most when it comes to Soca Madness?
I think it's definitely the energy, and it's for me and a lot of people that I've spoken to as well, seeing the creativity of the costumes. In the first two rounds, we give them T-shirts, and then they they do something with, you know, they create something out of the t-shirts, and then in the last song it's the costume. So the energy and the creativity of their costumes, and you know, a lot of people are interested in dance moves too. You know, sometimes you get a new dance you never know about, and you know, it's
like a shocking move.
People, you know, or like what Soca Moca said, sometimes they have antics and you're like, what? You know. I mean, dance is just really a really cool entertainment genre that we don't highlight a lot in Belize. You know, these recent years. I remember there was a time long ago when I was an artist where dance was a huge deal, and you know, to be able to still showcase that when it's not being showcased as much is also pretty amazing. Right. You know, it's a lot of fun. And the great thing about Soca Madness is that it's really a win-win situation. You know, you can walk away with the big prize. First prize is $2,500 plus your gross sales, and if you have a stall on the grounds, you can also make money there. So even if you lose, you're still making money. And this year, we were able to get a sponsor in who gave a stipend to go towards the costume round for every group.
Oh,
so
great.
we're really grateful for that, because we've always told the groups that it's not an event where we want you to spend money, we want you to make money.
Some money, yeah.
So we were able to add that this year, and we're really grateful for that.
So who
the sponsor? Yeah, pick up the sponsor.
Oh, you know, it's an anonymous sponsor. Sorry, it's fine. I appreciate people who do things anonymously.
But they know who they are, so we really appreciate that.
And it's obviously somebody who understands the expense of what it takes to really give us the carnival we love. So, I mean, I've learned that over the years. I always say kudos. The energy, the sore feet afterwards, the headache, the broke pocket sometimes to the groups afterwards. It's all for us to be able to enjoy on Carnival Day. I have to ask you though, because if you're having a competition, one of the things you know you need, because the audience reaction is important, you have to bring your crowd. Yeah. I mean, you won't win over some new people, but you have to bring your crowd. So how much do you get the support of the rest of your bands and supporters of your bands to come out?
Last year, it was pretty amazing. I was shocked a little bit because, I mean, the second year competing, you know, it's kind of, you're new. So that's the biggest challenge for you to get people on your side. But we had an amazing turnout of members, and we always try to encourage them, listen, you got to be there early, because front stage, I want to hear you guys, because it's just the feed of the crowd, how they responding to what you're doing, that keeps you going, that gives you the drive to go more, go even harder. So but this year, we definitely rounding up our crowd to be there and support Fantasy for this year. If it's somebody that we know they're a #1 Fantasy member, they're struggling with a ticket or whatever, we try to help them, you know. Listen, we want, the more crowd, the better it is for us.
My band, our dance revelers, every day somebody come to the camp. One don't know practice, then once we practice, they motivate, they give us the motivation and everything. So that's all we need, the fans. Once we hear the noise, we say, oh well, we got a crowd today too, so we are hype up now.
Do you ever find yourself that you're winning over the whole crowd, which means even your competitors?
At times you don't even expect, you know, people who, you know, won't be cheering you on, are cheering you on. At the end of the night, I win this one. You know?
That's a great feeling, no?
And then sometimes you look down in the crowd and you see people that, you know, you might think that they're not into Carnival and that type of stuff, but at the end of the night, listen, Soca Madness got them, so you should be seeing a whole... Every year, there's a whole new amount of people attending the event because they want to experience the vibe. It's not a concert, but then the feeling just to come and be entertained by the Carnival bands is a great venture, and I thank Flavaz Entertainment.
Yeah, and I would think that going into it is a competition, but when you're there, you're actually getting the chance of Carnival, and then eventually you just scream for anybody and everybody because things are just going nice.
Once they hype.
Yeah, once they hype. But you did mention something, tickets, because there are first timers who wants to know and what's the cost for the ticket. I think during the break you did mention there are new ways of dealing with the VIP.
Yeah.
Let's go on, Dazi.
Let's get the details.
Carnival way up.
Yes. Well, we definitely try to keep the affordable. So general tickets are only $20. Okay. And like I mentioned, please get them from the Carnival bands because then they get a percentage of the gross sales from that. And then we have a VIP section set up a little bit different from last year. I think last year was the first time we did VIP. It's $35. It comes with complimentary drinks and parking, and you have a front stage access. It's a portion of the front stage because we want everybody to be able to give that energy like Fantasy said. So it's like a special area in the front stage access, and then you have your parking and complimentary drinks. So
wait, I'll put on the crop
only.
$35. Excellent though.
That's right. Like we said, it's all about showcasing the Carnival bands, showcasing their dance skills, showcasing their creativity, and raising funds for the Carnival Road March. So we really, at Flavaz Entertainment, we really try to stay connected with our Belizean talent and our Belizean culture and our Belizean events. So it's an event that we're really excited about.
And if you love Carnival, it's the perfect warm-up.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
You had the launch of the Soca season, and then this one keeps you in the vibes. Next thing it'll be what? Mass Camp coming up next?
Yes, King and Queen.
King and Queen, then you get ready for the Carnival. So if you just can't wait for Carnival to get here, this is the event for you. And
how many
you're
bands
supporting the band.
Yeah, how many bands will be participating this year?
We have 6 bands participating.
6 bands.
So in addition to Soca, Moca, and Fantasy, we have Mother Nature, who were 3rd place winners last year. Belizean United Carnival Association, we have Carnival City, and we have Belizean Jewels. So it's 6 of the 7 bands that will be on the road this year.
6 bands, 3 rungs,
Yes.
$20 or 35. Wow.
Yes. And I need to shout out our sponsors. They really keep us going. We have Campari, Sky Vodka, Wave Radio and TV, Travelers Liquors, More FM, Norman's Printing, Niche, Belize Association of Promoters and Producers, Aquatic Purified Water, Youngstar Entertainment, who does all of our video production. They're really amazing. Yeah. So shout out to them. I want to shout out Ernestine. She just recently did her launch for her Soca's Road song. Carnival Road March this year. So she'll be passing through and giving us a little performance of that song. So shout out to her. Shout out to the entire team at Flavaz Entertainment. You guys know we have a huge team behind us. And we love their energy as well, So.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, the event takes place Saturday. ITVET, what time should you get there?
Doors open at 8 and the event is over by 2. So definitely get out there early. Like Shadene said, get your front place.
Wear your comfortable shoes.
Yes, be comfortable. It's a rain or shine event. These ladies can tell you that even in the rain, Soca Madness is like amazing. So don't let the rain stop you. If it comes, it doesn't look like it's going to rain at all, but it is rain or shine. Come out prepared to dance and have a great time.
All right. Well, thank you guys for stopping in and sharing the details with us, and best of luck. We'll see who comes out on top, right? One is ready to defend their title, the other says you're coming after it, so we'll see. We can't make any guesses here, but we know that you're enthusiastic about it, and obviously you put in your work. So like I said, best of luck, and we really hope that you're able to get some additional funds to make your presence in the Carnival even greater. Thank you as well, Andai, and your team at Flavaz for once again coming in and sharing all the details with us and working so hard behind the scenes.
Thank you guys for having us. We really appreciate the support that we always get here at Channel 5.
All right. We're going to go ahead now and take a break. And when we come back, we'll be talking to Richard Holder about his latest exhibit. So stay tuned.